What we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. This is Exposé coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria, every Monday on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook simultaneously. I'm the regular host, Tony Akinyemi. Don't forget, what we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Exposé with Tony Akinyemi. Our discussion on strategies for reversing arthritis has been a very beautiful one. During the last episode, we looked at 4 out of the 14 things that I am suggesting to those who may seek to reversing the arthritis. The first one is pain management. And I have suggested that you use the type of pain management technique that is not going to compromise your effort in rebuilding degeneration in your body. You want to rebuild your bones, you want to rebuild your cartilage, and you don't want to take any painkiller that will block the pathways for that rebuilding. Pain management, that's the first step. The second step has to do with reducing excess inflammation or hyperinflammation by avoiding things that can promote further inflammation, like foods that increase the generation of prostaglandin E2, and foods that increase inflammation like omega-6, nightshade vegetables as well. And then the third strategy is to arrest the degeneration process. Don't allow the process of bone degeneration to continue. Okay, arrest osteopenia, the process leading to osteoporosis. And the fourth one is to start supplying the building blocks to rebuild your bones. That's how to reverse arthritis. So today we are going to go on to step number 5 in our 14-step strategy, and that is rebuilding cartilage. Now the cartilage, like I explained in the previous episode, is actually supposed to be your shock absorber, so to speak. The end of each bone has cartilage covering it, and the two bones come together, and so when they rub against each other, the cartilage serves as the shock absorber. It's like a cushioning effect, all right? When the cartilage has become worn, when it's worn out from the head, then there's bone-on-bone contact, and that can lead to excruciating pain, serious pain, all right? Medical scientists used to think that cartilage cannot be regenerated, but we now know that cartilage, just like nerve cells, can easily be regenerated, even though it may take a little time, but then it can be regenerated. So in our 5th step in the strategy for reversing arthritis, we want to rebuild cartilage. And then you supply the building blocks for rebuilding cartilage. Things like chondroitin sulfate, like glucosamine sulfate, shark cartilage, bovine cartilage, organic sulfur or MSM. You know, all of these things are building blocks to help your body to rebuild cartilage. Things like egg-shell membrane. You know, when you boil your chicken egg, you boil the egg and you crack the egg, you see there is this thin nylon like cellophane that covers the egg. That's eggshell membrane, all right? That helps, is rich in substances to help you to rebuild your cartilage. And don't forget, I have mentioned that you must avoid non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs as well as steroids, because sometimes steroids are administered to arthritis sufferers to reduce swelling and to reduce pain. And those steroids will now block cartilage regeneration. So you don't want to go that route in order for you to be able to rebuild your body. The next step, step number 6, is to now regenerate your synovial fluid for joint lubrication by ingesting healthy oils and healthy fats to rebuild your synovial fluid. Things like omega-3 oil or hyaluronic acid for joint lubrication, and the consumption of raw nuts like almonds and what have you, like avocado pear, and also ensuring that you drink enough water and avoiding hard water, okay? And juices like cucumber juice, watermelon juice are highly recommended. All of these things help in regenerating the synovial fluid in your joints as part of your rebuilding strategy, okay? Now, number 6 in our 14-step strategy is if you are obese or overweight, and you are suffering from arthritis, then consider it part of your strategy. Normalize your weight, okay? Find out what your ideal body weight and body mass index should be, and then work towards gradually, don't rush it, gradually achieving your ideal body weight and body mass index. Now, if you are overweight or obese and you rush your weight loss, as you are losing weight rapidly, your body will be generating a lot of uric acid, and that will be compounding the problem for you. You don't want excess uric acid in your system. You want your body to be able to flush out the uric acid that is coming out gradually. But when you overload your excretory system, then you have uric acid buildup because of rapid weight loss. Okay? We know without the shadow of a doubt that being overweight or obese may contribute to arthritis. So if you are an obese person or overweight person, make sure you go and normalize your weight as step number 7 in our 14-step strategy for reversing arthritis. Okay? Number 8 is to avoid contraindicated substances. I cannot overemphasize this one. I have talked about non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. I've talked about steroids because they shut down cartilage regenerating process. Okay, there have been studies that have been done to confirm this. Now, nightshade vegetables also should be avoided, garden eggs in particular, and then reduce the amount of pepper and tomatoes that you consume as an arthritis sufferer. Okay, people ask me, okay, they have prostate problems and they have been told to take a lot of tomato because of lycopene, and now they also have arthritis. The prostate wants tomato. Arthritis doesn't want tomato, so how do they balance? I tell them, just go and buy lycopene supplements, just the lycopene, the active ingredient, and take that for your prostate, okay? And that is just fine, all right? So you don't want to increase prostaglandin E2 in your body that increases inflammation in your system. Any other thing that is contraindicated, be disciplined enough to eliminate them from your diet, okay? Fried food, fast food, alcohol, soft drinks, anything that can make your body further acidic, anything that can increase inflammation, make sure you shut them out. Number 9, the 9th tip in our 14-step strategy is for you to do things that can help to improve mobility. One is regular moderate exercises. Now, you may need guidance, you may need help, you may need professionals to help you. You may need a coach or a trainer so that you don't further injure yourself. You're trying to improve your mobility, you're trying to improve your musculoskeletal structure. You don't want to do anything to further damage that system. So you do need somebody to guide you if you don't know how to go about it. Regular moderate exercises to improve flexibility and mobility. Number 10, if you want to reverse arthritis, is that you have to start eating in such a way as to alkalize your body. Alkalize your body. How do you do that? You reduce acid-forming foods to not more than 20% of your total food consumption. Everything you eat on a given day, not more than 20% of them must be acid-forming foods. And there is a distinction between acidic food and acid-forming foods. Some people don't know that distinction. For example, the citruses, orange, lemon, lime, tangerine, and other fruits like pineapple and what have you, they are all acidic, but they are not necessarily acid-forming. Two different things. Acidic means that if you take a little juice from these fruits and you put your litmus paper inside, the pH will be below 7. That means they are acidic. But when you consume them, do they make your body acidic or do they make your body alkaline? If they make your body acidic, then they are acid forming. But if they don't make your body acidic, instead they make your body alkaline. In other words, the process of metabolism, when your body metabolizes them, they actually leave an alkaline ash rather than acidic ash. Those kinds of foods are acidic, but not acid forming. They are acidic, but alkaline forming. So you can still take them, okay? But there are some foods that are acid forming. They make your body acidic, like animal protein, like sugar, like cow milk, like most grains. They make your body acidic. Now, all the foods that make your body acidic, you must not consume more than 20% of your food in that category. The remaining 80% of your food must come from the alkaline forming category. Okay, so that is one of the ways to alkalize your body. Reduce acid forming foods. In fact, some of them, you need to eliminate them. I would suggest you eliminate cow milk, sugar, soft drinks, and what have you altogether. It's step number 10 in our 14-step strategy for reversing arthritis. We'll go on a short break at this time, and when we come back, we will continue this beautiful conversation. Don't go away.
Meet Emily. She is passionate about living a healthy life, but finds it difficult to access information on health and wellness.
Cancer is survivable.
That is until she discovered the online healthy living training offered by Reverend Tony Akinyemi on lms.rafainstitute.org. The online healthy living training program is a comprehensive interactive course that covers topics such as nutrition, fitness, stress management, and mental health. The course is designed to provide participants with practical tips and strategies to improve their health and well-being. Emily is now equipped with the knowledge and skills she needs to live a healthy life. Join Emily and countless others in living a healthy life by signing up for the online healthy living training program today.
Welcome back. This is Exposé with Tony Akinyemi. We are discussing strategies for preventing and reversing arthritis. And I put together 14 tips to help those who are suffering from arthritis to reverse the condition. And we have looked at 10 so far. So right now I'll give the remaining 4 before we sign off for today. The 11th tip in the strategy is your diet, an appropriate diet. Of course, I've given bits and pieces here and there, but let me try and create a template right now for your diet, appropriate diet. Breakfast, lunch, and supper, and maybe snacks. For your breakfast, I suggest vegetable juices only. For example, carrot juice plus green vegetable juices or smoothies, or simply eat fresh fruits in season or soaked oats. Those are the various options. You can take vegetable juice on Monday, maybe smoothie on Tuesday, maybe soaked oats on Wednesday, and maybe fresh fruit salad on Thursday, and you keep rotating around and around. Now, you can actually get my newsletter on the 30-day challenge, and that will be a very good guide in the kind of diet you should follow to begin with in your attempt to reverse arthritis. Okay, as a matter of fact, one of the people whose testimonies I shared during the first episode in this series on arthritis actually used my 30-day challenge, and within 2 weeks, she saw so much improvement. Her pain threshold, her pain reduced so much, her flexibility improved, she was able to function better, her quality of life improved by following the 30-day challenge. There's also a video of the 30-day challenge by Tony Akinyemi on YouTube. You can also check it out and follow the 15 steps there, and that becomes your template for your diet and lifestyle. And you can do that for the first 30 days to 60 days or 90 days, after which we now make adjustments to increase the amount of calories that you ingest. But your breakfast could be raw vegetable juice, raw vegetable smoothie, fresh fruits, or soaked oats. Then your lunch, you take half of your lunch vegetable salad. You start with that. And immediately after your raw vegetable salad, you follow with your cooked food, which is 50% of your lunch. Then for supper, depending on your current weight, if you are obese or overweight, I suggest you just eat a big bowl of vegetable salad for supper. But if you are not obese, you are not overweight, okay, you can eat a large bowl of vegetable salad, 60% of your supper, and then add a little cooked food, 40% of your supper. All right, once you follow that template, you find out that your diet is proper. Now, the 12th step in the 14-step agenda is to avoid immune disorders through dietary adjustments, lifestyle adjustments, emotional balancing, stress management, and of course, prayer and faith. A combination of these 5 help to calm your immune system. Of course, you may want to add some supplements to address your immune system. So if your arthritis is as a result of an autoimmune disorder, you do need professionals to work with to help tame or modulate your immune system, as it were, so that it can calm down and do its job properly. Now, there are 2 things that your immune system is supposed to do, basically. The first one is that it's supposed to know the difference between self and non-self. Self has to do with all the cells that belong in this body, that are supposed to be part of your body. Consider your body as a country and all the citizens of that country. Those are what we call self. They have ID cards, national ID cards. They belong in this body. That's self. Any foreign thing that shouldn't be part of this body is called non-self. So your immune system is supposed to be able to identify and distinguish between self and non-self. That's the first thing the immune system is supposed to do. Basic function, the ability to distinguish between self and non-self. The second basic function of your immune system is whenever a non-self is identified, a stranger is identified, an intruder into this body is identified, the immune system should be able to determine whether that is an enemy or a friend. This thing that has come into the body that is not part of the body, is it in here to do good or to do bad? If it is to do bad, the immune system must launch an attack against it, arrest it, and neutralize it. That is the second basic function of the immune system. You see, sometimes the immune system loses its ability to perform the first function, the ability to distinguish between self and non-self. So sometimes it mistakes self for non-self, and then it begins to launch an attack against a part of the body. Once that happens, that's called autoimmune disorder. That means that the immune system is deranged. The immune system has lost its capacity to differentiate between a friend and a foe. That leads to autoimmune disorder. So if your arthritis is as a result of an autoimmune disorder, then you need to retrain the immune system to know its job and not to mistake a friend for a foe. That's what I mean by avoid autoimmune disorder, by adjusting your diet, your lifestyle, your emotions. You know, mental health is important, emotional balancing is important, stress management is important, prayer and faith are critical, and professional services and supplements and various treatments and adjustments can help to retrain the immune system so it stops attacking the body and causing diseases. That is step number 12. Of course, you will need a professional to work with you on that. The 13th step is to use appropriate supplements in addressing arthritis. And maybe in a subsequent episode, we'll be looking at several different herbs from different continents on the planet that are very good in addressing arthritis. I'll just give some samples of what we need as supplements to address arthritis. I would recommend the herb Boswellia, okay, which is good for pain management as well and anti-inflammatory. Turmeric, anti-inflammatory. MSM, that can help to rebuild your cartilage. Then there's a particular supplement known as Ziflamed, Then eggshell membrane, organic sulfur, joint complex, joint muscle support, flexi support, hyaluronic acid, antioxidants, and what have you. The list is endless. Different supplements that can be used to address arthritis. Of course, again, you need a professional to guide you. Don't just jump out and start buying everything all over the place. You can waste your money and even damage yourself in the end. Always work with professionals to guide you as your coaches. Okay, that's the job of a doctor. The word doctor means coach or teacher. So your doctor is supposed to guide you, to coach you, to put you through. It could be conventional doctor, it could be alternative doctor, naturopathic doctor, chiropractic doctor, it could be homeopathic doctor, osteopathic doctor. Depending on the practitioner you want to work with, just make sure that that person knows his or her onions, and they can guide you and navigate you through and coach you through the process to make the right decisions and choices. Now, the 14th layer in our strategy, by no means the least, it is not the least at all, is hydration, water. One doctor, the name is so long, I don't know how to pronounce it. Everybody calls him Dr. B for short, to make it easy for everybody, Dr. B. He wrote a book. He said, you are not sick, you are only thirsty. He postulates that almost every disease has dehydration as a contributing factor. So once you address dehydration by properly hydrating your body with the right kind of fluid, the right kind of water, that can resolve quite a number of problems, ranging from asthma to arthritis to whatever, even cardiovascular issues. Drink enough water every day. What is enough? Some school of thought will say 6 to 8 glasses of water. Okay? I've heard some who say drink water only when you are thirsty. That is wrong advice. If you wait until you are thirsty before you drink water, then you are already in a very acute state of dehydration before your thirst signal begins to show. Just be intentional in hydrating. Enough water every day. And make sure your water is pure, not contaminated with germs or different contaminants, because you see, there are waterborne diseases as well. In the process of trying to hydrate your body, you don't want to cause waterborne diseases. So make sure your water is properly purified. And there are different ways to purify your water to ensure that there are no contaminants inside. You can do reverse osmosis, you can do steam distillation, you can do ozonation. Different ways that water can be purified. Just learn the appropriate one for you, install the appropriate one in your house, and make sure that the water you are using to cook and to drink are, the type of water that is purified. So drink adequate amounts of water, drink water that is purified. The third one is that mineral water is also important, that has minerals and trace minerals, because those are building blocks for building cartilage, for building bone, okay? And for supporting many biochemical processes in the body. So minerals, trace minerals, very important in your water. And make sure your water is alkaline. The pH of your water must be alkaline, okay? There are all kinds of devices out there that can help you in ingesting alkaline water. Probably one of the most known around the world is Kangen water. Kangen water can, use electrolysis procedure to alkalize your water, and you can drink alkaline water, or you use very many other, ways of alkalizing your water. We have duet water, we have water revitalizer. After you purify with a water purifier, you now alkalize with a water revitalizer. Tribes has got a very wonderful one. It's called the DUET, Duet Water Revitalizer. It helps to alkalize your water. It helps to mineralize your water, and it helps to structure your water. People use biodisc and such other substances, devices to structure the water. So purified water, mineral water, alkaline water, structured water, so that the molecules of the water are like diamond, crystalline structure. That is the type that your body absorbs more readily, and that's called wet water, as opposed to what people call dry water. You drink it and you wee-wee it. It doesn't really stay in your body. But structured water is better absorbed in your system, and they help to hydrate your body properly. So in summary, 14 things you need to do in addressing arthritis. Number 1 is pain management, and choose the right kind of pain management that will not block the pathway for bone regeneration and cartilage regeneration. Number 2 is to tame inflammation. However you want to go about that, you might need, again, the support of professionals in achieving that. The third one is to arrest the process of osteoporosis, particularly for perimenopausal and menopausal women. The fourth is to start rebuilding and strengthening your bones using all the things, the building blocks we have recommended. The fifth one, again, is to start rebuilding your cartilage, your worn cartilage, by using substances like chondroitin sulfate, glucosamine sulfate, like eggshell membrane, like shark cartilage, like organic sulfur, MSM. All those are building blocks in helping you to rebuild your cartilage. The sixth one is to improve lubrication by regenerating your synovial fluid, by ensuring that you have the appropriate types of oils, good fats in your diet. All right, omega-3 in particular, fish oil, flaxseed oil, udos oil, and then avocado, pear, coconut oil, and things like that. The seventh tip is to manage your weight. If you are obese or overweight, make sure you reduce your weight and do that gradually. Don't rush it. Otherwise, it can become counterproductive. Number 8 is to avoid all the things that are contraindicated for arthritis sufferers. Nightshade vegetables, like garden egg and what have you, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, painkillers, analgesics, and steroids. Avoid them. Look for alternatives. There is a particular supplement called pregnenolone, which is a precursor to the synthesis of steroids in the body. They are not steroids, but they are building blocks for generating your own steroid, so that it doesn't have all the downside of administering direct steroid. The ninth one is to improve mobility by doing the appropriate forms of exercises required. Again, you might need a professional and a coach. The 10th one is to alkalize your body through your diet. The 11th one is to know the appropriate diet that is suitable for your condition. 12th one is to avoid autoimmune derangement, the derangement of your immune system, autoimmune disorder, by deploying the keys that I highlighted: faith and food and exercise and stress management and emotional management, mental health management, and what have you. And of course, 13, you need certain supplements to be recommended by certified and qualified individuals. And finally, you need to be well hydrated. Make sure you are not dehydrated. Very, very key and very important. Now, these steps, 14 steps, if properly deployed, will definitely help in reducing the suffering, and over time, it depends on the degree and the severity of your arthritis. It can be in weeks, it can be in months, but slow and steady wins the race. Now, hopefully in the next episode, I will bring to you different herbs from around the world that can help in addressing each of the 14 conditions, either to fight pain or to reduce inflammation or to help to rebuild cartilage or to flush out uric acid, whatever. There are herbs and herbs that God has blessed the planet with that arthritis sufferers can utilize. It depends on which part of the world you are. There is something in your region of the world that is useful to you. So we go globe-trotting, albeit virtually. We will start from Africa, we will go to Asia, we'll go to Australia and New Zealand, we'll go to Europe, we'll go to North America, South America, Latin America. We'll go all over the place to look for herbs in all of those regions that can be very useful in addressing arthritis. It will be very interesting. Keep a date with us every Monday, 8 p.m. West African time on Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, where we share information for your health transformation, your wellness, and your well-being. Again, I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. And also give us a thumbs up and share this video after watching it. Then, if you're on Facebook, please like us. Even if you don't like my face, at least like me on Facebook, and goodies will come your way. Thank you for spending your beautiful Monday evening with me. And those of you watching it hereafter, anytime you watch it, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye. Have a great week ahead of you.
Meet Emily. She is passionate about living a healthy life, but finds it difficult to access information on health and wellness.
Cancer is survivable.
That is until she discovered the online healthy living training offered by Reverend Tony Akinyemi on lms.rafainstitute.org. The online healthy living training program is a comprehensive interactive course that covers topics such as nutrition, fitness, stress management, and mental health. The course is designed to provide participants with practical tips and strategies to improve their health and well-being. Emily is now equipped with the knowledge and skills she needs to live a healthy life. Join Emily and countless others in living a healthy life by signing up for the online healthy living training program today.